What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we are going to be working on my brand new 2022 Mercedes GLB that we picked up from the salvage auction. But before we get started on that, I want to let you guys know what's been going on here at the shop. So basically, we took some time off. I actually became a dad, which is a super cool experience. And then I actually did a lot of parts cars for our parts company, which is doing amazing. Now it's time to get back to rebuilding cars. As you can see, we got a car that looks almost complete. I mean, the whole front end is intact. It just took a little bit of undercarriage damage, and we know exactly why they wrecked this car. I mean, look at these bald tires. I don't know how you drive on tires like that right there, especially in the rain. I mean, it's just an easy wreck. But basically, we have some serious undercarriage damage going on this Mercedes. Now, you guys might be wondering, is it pretty sketchy buying cars like this? And the answer is yes. There's a lot of scammers on the auctions these days. But the good thing is we actually use a company called Auto A Stat for all our cars. And basically, before you win the car on the auction, all you do is put the VIN number or the lot number in the search bar, and it will show you all the information you need to know about the car, how much times it's sold, how much times it's been on the auction. If it's never been on the auction, that is the best sign. Like this car right here, Copart did not list it as an insurance company, but when we checked it on Auto A Stat, basically the car has never been on the auction, which is a super good sign because there's scammers out there. They'll buy these destroyed cars, they'll pull it out, they'll paint it up, they'll make it look super nice, and the unsuspecting buyer pays way more than they should for that car, and you're kind of screwed because all sales on Copart are final, and you know, it just sucks. So the best thing is to use a website like Auto A Stat to basically find out the history of salvage title cars and also clean title cars. As you guys remember, we had that Challenger that wasn't clean title, but we did buy it off Copart. So if you ran that VIN number, you can see the entire history of it, how much times it's been wrecked, how much times it's been on the auction. And it's just a very cool website, whether you're buying a car off the Copart or you're just buying a car in general. So definitely check out Auto A Stat. I'll drop all the links down below. Don't get scammed on your next car purchase. Now let's get back to work on this Mercedes. So we're gonna do a little bit of a walk around on this car, and basically all of the damage is right under there. Nothing really too damaged around here. We do have a couple of airbags blown inside the car. Check this out right here. We got the driver airbag. The knee airbag is blown, the roof airbags are blown. That's kind of understandable whenever you get undercarriage damage. It kind of likes to blow all the airbags, but we're gonna go ahead and give this thing a nice wash because it's super dirty. This thing has been sitting at Copart for quite some time. You know, we've had all these dust storms, so let's just go ahead and wash this thing first, and then we can lift it up in the air and do some more investigation on the damage. So check it out, we got the Mercedes lifted on the quick jacks, and honestly the damage doesn't look too bad. The only thing I'm noticing right here is we have a broken axle and a broken lower ball joint. You can see it literally just popped right out of there. It doesn't even look like it bent the control arm, and I'm pretty sure whoever was driving this car, they just hit a dirt ravine or something, maybe like a ditch or something, because there's a lot of dirt everywhere. But basically, we're just going to start off with popping off the fender liners, kind of remove the front bumper, remove the fender liners, and just start investigating all of the damage on this car. And hopefully, start replacing some of these damaged parts with some new parts. So let's get straight to it. Let's break this entire front end down. check it out. We got pretty much everything stripped down. I gotta say, we got super lucky on this car. I mean, these undercarriage hits are super risky. I mean, all this stuff right here could have been destroyed. You know, you got the AC compressor right there, oil pan. I remember my dad one time bought a car and it was just destroyed underneath so bad that it really wasn't even worth fixing. But check it out. These are the radiator, the intercooler, and the condenser. I think we did already order all new stuff. It's over there in boxes, so we will have to strip all that down. And the last thing we do need to take off is this little lower bar right here, which we already have a new one. We just need to swap this one out for the new one. So let's just go ahead and get all these boxes over here and start unboxing everything and see exactly what we have. I think those are the radiators. This might be that lower aluminum piece. We got some under shields, some other boxes right here. So let's just go ahead and unbox everything and get everything set up. So check it out, we got a complete radiator set. I ordered a condenser, radiator, and intercooler, basically just replacing all of them. And then we got this lower bracket right here because ours was pretty damaged. So let's just go ahead and set everything up, replace this bottom piece right here with the new one, and then we can start putting all our new radiators on and fill this thing up with some coolant and get this thing running and see how it starts, you know, because I have not heard this thing run yet. I think we do need to charge the battery. It is dead. I'm not sure if Mercedes does have a pyro fuse, or if it's like a Mercedes, or if it's like a BMW, or, you know, power fuse blows and you can't start it. But I guess we'll just have to figure out that in a second. But let's go ahead and replace all this and get all these new radiators on. Sometimes. So guys, check it out. We got the entire front end all back together. We got a new radiator, new intercooler, new condenser, and a new set of fans, and everything lined up pretty good. We also went ahead and dropped the rebar back on there, got everything lined up pretty good. Now it's time to go ahead and focus on this suspension right here. The only thing we do have to replace is the lower control arm and the axle, which I have both of those. So let's just go ahead and dive right into it. It should be pretty simple to remove this control arm right here, unbolt it right there, and bolt two bolts over there, and it just slips right off. So let's get to it. Let's get this control arm off and get this suspension fixed up. So check it out, we got the passenger side suspension all rebuilt. We had to replace the axle and the lower control arm, and it just broke the control arm. It didn't really do much, it just popped the ball joint out, so we got a new one from the dealer. We are still waiting on this little torsion bar, which it is coming from Florida, and as you guys know, the hurricane down there is doing some damage, and it might be a while before that comes. But that's okay. Now that we got pretty much the entire front end done, we are gonna focus on the inside of the car. We also have it on charge because the battery is completely dead. And I'm not sure if this car has a pyro fuse or anything. We were trying to start it earlier, couldn't do it. But I think what we're gonna do right now is go ahead and start swapping out these airbags. We need to swap out the driver airbag, the knee airbag, and then the roof airbags. Swap them all out. We have everything actually sitting right here in these boxes. So let's get straight to it and let's get all these airbags installed. So check it out, we got all the airbags installed inside the Mercedes. I gotta say, I do love working on Mercedes. This is actually the first one I'm working on, and everything does go back together pretty simple. All of the visors and stuff, it's all on clips. Other cars are bolted, and I kind of like this a little bit better. But we do have a couple of issues in here. This little plastic piece right here is just not staying in. I'm guessing it's broken, so we'll probably have to just go ahead and order another one. And we did get the car running, and basically what you have to do is you have to go on the scanner and you have to unlock it. So it's a little bit better than BMW. On a BMW, once you wreck it and the airbags do blow, you have to actually replace the terminal. On the Mercedes, it's not like that. So let's go ahead and start this thing up. So it does run. There is a couple of codes for the airbag. Not sure what's going on there, but we do also have a problem with the steering rack. As you can see, you can't really turn the steering, and I did do a little bit of research, and maybe it could be a dead battery because this battery was dead, and they will just have to get it reprogrammed. But that's one of the scary things about buying a car that's wrecked undercarriage. You're gonna have to replace a lot of stuff. Steering rack could be bad, which that thing's like $1,000. So hopefully we don't have to go that route. But I mean, you know, it's the risk you're willing to take. Sometimes it's worse, sometimes it's not as bad. But this one I'd say is in the middle. There's a lot of stuff we have to replace still on it, but I think it's gonna be good to go. Once we replace that steering rack, the steering wheel will turn easy. But man, I gotta say, I like the way these new Mercedes are. Look at that right there. I mean, everything looks pretty cool. These vents are pretty awesome. You got a little ambient lighting in there. You got a little touch pad right here, which is pretty nice. You got your settings right there. Full digital dash, and then you can like change your stuff. Let's see. All the air lights. But it is kind of interesting working on a Mercedes. It's a lot different than like a BMW. You would think, you know, it's both German engineering, but they're just two completely different cars. And then let's see. In the front, we did just go ahead and slap the bumper on. just to get it back into its form, because it was a little bit damaged right here, but we kind of just slapped it back in and I heated it up. I think I'm gonna have to do a little bit of body work on it and get it painted in, but man, look at that right there. This thing is almost done. We did straighten out that fender, but I'm probably gonna replace it because it is not looking too good inside there. It's a little bit of aluminum, but basically just replace the fender and paint the bumper, and this thing will be good to go. And we're gonna get some new rims. I'm thinking just get a whole full set of rims. Whoever owned this car didn't really take too good care of it, but you know what, we're gonna take good care of it, clean it all up. We also did get a new cat. This is my cat from home. He was, you know, being a little crazy at home, so we had to bring him to the shop, and he's gonna be the new shop cat. He loves it here. He actually climbs on everything, scratches everything. Really nice, really nice. I like it. But anyways, guys, if y'all enjoyed this video, go ahead and hit that like button. Also follow us on Instagram at VTune. Thanks for watching.